the reason we're here tonight. This is something of a work in progress, which is very much, it's certainly my free speech. It's a piece called Corporate. It's all about the money. But at a certain point, the money becomes theoretical. Top flight executives, boards of directors, the upper echelons of the corporate hierarchy, I get. No, that's not true. What I get is it takes a certain kind of person to become a top flight executive, a director of the board, to scale the heights and reach the upper echelons of the corporate hierarchy. A sociopath, nothing more and nothing less. I will never understand the mindset, the megalomania that drives such a criminal disregard for everything other than money. They're so far removed from the reality of every day, so distant from the shop floor, they're effectively exempt. They're wired differently. They don't see their employees as humans. They don't see their customers as human. They never hear the voices of the downtrodden, the weary, the world at large. They can't hear us crying out, fists raised, "You've got the money, you've got the status, you've got the power, you've got the control, you're fucking us all over." You don't see the planet as a finite resource. Everything exists for your benefit, and nothing is ever enough. You have everything already. What more can you possibly want? More. Always more. Because money doesn't just talk, it buys whatever you want. Want it? Buy it. Because you can. What do you want? World domination. When do you want it? Yesterday. Competition? You've bought the competition and shut it down. Regulation? You laugh in the face of it. You've bought the regulators. Government? You've bought the government. The parties are in your pocket, paid off with the money spent not paying tax. You've not the law, you've bought the law. But the countless other layers of management, from the cringing petty bureaucrats at the lower managerial levels to the ones who command real payroll power but don't own a fleet of yachts or civil Pacific islands, oh, I get where they're coming from. And they're the worst fucking scum. Yeah, you've also got the money. Not as much, but just enough to think you're special, to afford the finer things in life. Not least of all thanks to the company credit card, the expense account. Like you fucking need it on your salary. Pleading poverty while cruising your Audi. Smugging it up. Your 2.4 kids in private schools. Destined for top flight universities and to follow in your patent leather footsteps. You've got the status. Not as much as the real high flyers, but club class will do. You've got enough to flash it around, to swan off on management away days and 3-hour working lunches, plotting espionage and tax avoidance on your iPhones, while chilling in first-class lounge suites, making like your lives are so pressured, while not having the first clue what it's like to have to worry about paying the bills. Your pampered wives doing lunch, sipping Pinot Grigio from balloon glasses, or sitting on corner leather sofas in front of 6-inch TV flat screens, while wearing a white fluffy dressing gown, and perish the thought they might break a nail in a 5-bed townhouse with the heating cranked up to 30. And you've got the power. Not world domination, but you've got a hotline to the gods of business. And they know people who know people who know people who know people. And before you know it, in no time at all, you've bought into Europe and you've got still a TTIP. So you've got power enough to throw around. Enough to make you feel good while holding others down. You need to hold them down to keep them in their place. And you've got the control, just enough to live out your fantasies of power play. Those rebels and potential usurpers, you know how to dispense with them. Dissent, crush it, remove it. Yes, there are ways and means to sidestep legislation like unfair dismissal and discrimination. Show them the door. No one's going to stop your march. We need to make cuts to boost profit. The directors have spoken. The shareholders have spoken. So, what do you do? What do you do? Frontline staff every time. You'll never see management voting with a colour of management stripping back the layers of the hierarchy. No! Because it's like turkeys voting for Christmas. You've got one interest, and that's self-interest. So you stand there in your sharp suit with your company laptop rucksack, your sharp haircut and your buzzwords, making like you actually give a fuck as you apologise for the cuts, the redundancies in lay off more staff just to protect your own bonus. Cunt! You think you hold the power, that you have the ownership, but you're all part of the same system, the capitalist system. You're still climbing over one another to attain material goods, more and more and more, and nothing is ever enough. You do not own capitalism. Capitalism owns you. You're still part of the system, a system which places profit before people, which is built on the accumulation of wealth at any cost, which propagates social inequality, and the purpose of which is to make people buy shit they don't need with money they don't have.